I'm from the area code that in the 80s, right? The 80s are, we're the 80s people that was born in the 80s. We're supposed to take over. It's our generation to run. It's not theirs. You're looking at the head of the table. But understand, 60s and 70s, right? Back in the day, they were what? Superstars, right? Because it was Music City, music. It was a people loved music. They always got along. It don't matter what color it was. They went out there and people were real. When you was in a relationship, they wouldn't go behind your back, or they was real. People, it was unity where everyone showed out and hung out with each other. Back in the day, they didn't pay taxes because they were in the office making money. And when they got a phone call, they came out and they took the garbage and they dismantled what the mayhem and chaos. Whoever was doing it, they sat there and took that person away. But they got a phone call. They were never out. They were at the office making money. They got a call. They came out and they diffused the problem. They took the problem away, and then the people still partied and had fun. It was people dance. So it was like, so we are the rock stars. It was supposed to be the rock stars, and the only one that's being a rock star is this one. Because I'm living my life. I'm not living a life for them. I'm living my life for me. And it seems like you guys are it's like reverse psychology. Everything went backwards. Everything was real. Now everything is fake. But from the 80s, we were all real, right? We got discipline. We had chores, something that the new generation don't know nothing about. And that's how we learn responsibilities within ourselves, because we had chores and we went to go get ours. If we wanted if a PlayStation came out, we wanted it. We worked for it. Back in the 80s, we didn't have nothing. We had a cordless phone. It was like 5 inches long. If you want to do the dishes, you're pulling the fucking cord out the wall, so you have to call them back. We had no cordless phone. People were on pagers, and we didn't have pagers, but pagers when I first got on here. But like 3 4 years, I think I was like 9 or 10 years old when we had beepers. So, like I said, you guys are not from where I came from. And you guys tend to forget that. You guys are spoiled when spoiled brats. When you don't get what you want, you sit there and misbehave and cry and cry and cry and cry. Just because your parents gave in to you, it does not mean the world goes around and gives in to you. So you got to understand the difference. Home, at home is, they teach you. Out in the world, when you get 18, 19, when you leave home, it's a different fucking world for you. Now everything depends on you. Why isn't ever anybody independent? They're dependent on somebody, and that's why you guys fail. It's because you're not dependent on yourself and you're not independent for yourself. When you realize to be independent and worry about you and what's going on with you and be accountable for what comes at you, you'll have a better life, a happier life, because you have no garbage weighing you down. So if you're not on drugs, if you're not in drama, something comes up, you can be accountable for that and attack it. Get over it, learn from it, get taught from, learn a lesson. But what you guys are tending to forget, you guys are new school, new fashion, right? And we're a mixture of old fashioned, old school. We're stuck in the new school, new fashion, which sucks. Because we're the only ones that have common sense. Now it's like a disciplinary for us because the people that don't have it, we get hated on because you guys can manipulate us, and then we become the bad people because you're pissed off that you can't manipulate us with your bullshit that you have to carry. Just because you're carrying bullshit and you have no water in your sink and it's clogged up doesn't mean our sink has to be empty of water and be clogged up with you. Ours should be filled with water and yeah, no clogged drainage. The drainage is down so all the water stays up, so we're keeping it afloat. You got the terminology on life itself. You guys don't match with me. And your insecurities about yourself, you get offended because you're not smarter than me. So therefore you hate because of jealousy and envy, which at the end of the day kills you. And you're doing it to yourself. I'm not doing it to you. It was just because I'm not doing what you want to do or want me to do to make you happy. And me living a miserable life, making you happy, doesn't mean that I shouldn't be able to live my life and make myself happy. And you can be miserable by yourself because you're making yourself miserable. If you don't like something I'm doing, you don't like who I am, then stop fucking checking on me. I don't give a fuck. I'm not doing nothing wrong and I'm not doing anybody wrong. I haven't done nothing to anybody to deserve the disrespect and the discrimination I'm getting. So put some fucking respect on my fucking name. First off, let's get that one fucking clear. Now, if I did something to you, then you have a reason. But I haven't done shit to no one. I don't hang out with nobody. I'm dependent on myself. I'm a very independent person. I do things my way because I'm here, still here, because I got emancipated at 14 years old. Can any of you guys say that? I have no felonies on my record. I can go anywhere in the world I want. I got a diploma. My GPA is 89 grade percentage for 4 years, and I only went 2.5, 2.5, 3 years. I only needed 21 credits, and I want to say I finished with 27 and 28 credits because I took 7 for 4 years. But what my Miss Doreen Page did is she got homework for me, dropped it off at work. I did it over the weekend, and then she came and picked it up. Yeah, because she knew that I wanted to work, and she even sent a letter to the governor, and the governor sent a letter back stating Ryan can work. I'm not gonna take the initiative out of him. He's a rock star. And he has the motivation and the good spirits to work. Okay, he can work 140 hours a week, but the only thing I want is him to go to school and get his diploma. I was working at 14 years old. I had as many hours as I could. But I was working before I was 14. I was working for my grandfather, carrying wood, chopping wood, putting wood in the shed for heat for my grandparents to have heat in the winter because there was cheaper firewood than it was to have the electric on or have heat. So like I said, we're not the same, guys. You don't understand the terminology I use because you're not from where I came from. You're not from the era I'm from. The generation our generation will understand how we got disciplined. We got our ass beat if we fucking disrespected anyone. It don't matter if it was your parents or your parents' friend. You got your ass handed to you. But some people took advantage of that. And why do you think discipline is now against the law? Because scumgag parents like mine You abuse their authority. So now the law enforcement's abusing their authority. And they tell me to shut up because they want to keep having people fail. I'm not going to shut up because I want people to win. Because the more people win, I win more. Because if they're winning, I'm winning too. Because now I'm working for them. They have more money to give me. Right? You guys see, you guys don't understand, bro. We are from the greatest generation ever, and you guys are acting like a nasty generation, like we aren't nothing. And it's a disgrace, bro. Really is. Start acting like yourself and start doing what makes you happy, and you'll have a happy life. You won't be miserable, and you'll be carrying more smiles within your day every day because you're doing something for you that you enjoy doing. So going to work, go and do your job. Nobody wants to go to work, but we got to have a fucking roof over our head to do anything. But spend 10, 15 minutes doing something that you enjoy doing. And you'll find that you'll have a bigger smile and you'll be happy with your life that you are living. It's a business of life. Life is a business. If your business at home is not working, how is your life a business out of life gonna work? The business will never work. So you guys also need to understand work and home is two different things. You need to separate them. When you go to work, do your job. Come home, deal with what's at home. Don't bring it to work. Vice versa, don't bring work home and bitch and complain all day about work. That's not what significant other ones will fucking deal with or listen to. So, like, it's a joke, bro, man. Seriously. Get you guys' mind checked and reset it, bro. You gotta have some brains out here. It's not just in Kingsland, it's around the world, bro. Like, you guys all against each other, and you see where the world's going, right? Check yourself. Work with each other, and you turn the fucking world around. You make the change, and you'll be fucking rock stars, superstars, because we made the change that needs to happen a long fucking time ago for everyone to fucking live, not just them, their small little fucking breasts that don't work for anything, cause chaos and mayhem, stuck up snobs, stuck on, right? They don't stick on the refrigerator too long because the magnetized, the magnet evaporates. It goes away. It will stick for a little bit, but you put water on and shit like that on it. It's not gonna ever go on the fridge because it won't stick. So, like I said, you guys really need to get a reality check.